Hey everyone, I'm Sly, and I'm here with D. And D, we just found out, KSI, he says he's ready. By the end of the year, he wants an opponent. He's coming back into that squared circle. Now D, you have a short list of opponents he might go after. Let's name a few.
So right off the bat, and I think it makes the most sense because this is the guy who's been calling him out, Austin McBroom. So we saw Austin McBroom, a little bit of skills in his social glove. He beat the crap out of Bryce Hall. Obviously, he has an athletic background in basketball. And we saw in boxing that he had a nice footwork, nice speed. It really impressed me during his boxing fight. And he's been talking a lot of shit about KSI. So that was with McBroom when he told Nissan Gibb, well, if I fight you in April, March, I want to guarantee against KSI. So that's a guy who wants KSI for sure. But KSI, I believe that's a hard fight right away. I think KSI is going to want a tune-up fight. So, because he hasn't been in the ring in about, was it like a year or two?
Yeah. And
so a couple of names I feel that it will be a good win for him, but also that people will be like, oh, that's an impressive win. Adam Salee. Adam Salee's a very good boxer. He had a pro debut. He's 1-0. He's a very good boxer. He's a little bit shorter than KSI, but he's fast. He's got nice fundamentals. And him and Slim, they're really into boxing. So that's a guy who will train hard and he'll go 24/7. So it'll be a good matchup. And the next one is actually going to be a little bit shocker, but I think, why not? If he's on that route, he wants to fight the famous YouTube star who's killing it right now. He's maybe Tyron Woodley.
What?
Tyron Woodley, he wants opponents. He wants to fight this year. And that'll help KSI get some big names. Also, over the weekend, I know they said they were going to have a rematch, but I could also see him getting a tune-up fight versus FaZe. We saw how KSI fought against Logan Paul. Tall people is not an issue for him. He's got a nice overhand hook, which really bothered Logan Paul, and he's very aggressive, could take a punch. So even though FaZe will have the height and the reach advantage, it's not an issue for KSI. He'll still be the aggressor. And then KSI, he's not the most skilled boxer, but he's got so much heart and he's got so much will to win. And that overcomes his fundamentals. With Logan Paul had all the tools. He had the height, he had the fundamentals, he trained hard, he had the power. Didn't matter. KSI had the will to win, and he overcame that.
I got a name out there.
Yeah, and he got a name.
What about Jake Paul, man? Getting the revenge for his brother, man, taking him out.
He could, man. That's but also a potential fight that's always gonna be there. That's a grudge match right there. Kind of like the Con Brook. It's always gonna be there. Obviously, they have history with each other. KSI called him out. If it wasn't for KSI, we probably wouldn't have seen Jake Paul in the ring, because that's why Jake Paul got in the ring, because KSI called him out. And obviously, we know what the history. They both went in different rounds against the brothers. But that fight is always going to be the biggest moneymaker with the USA fans and the UK fans. I just feel KSI might need a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
But who knows, man? Maybe he might, like we heard Vidal talking about it. He also prefers KSI to have a tune-up fight, but fuck, KSI is pretty crazy. We can see him just go straight to Jake Paul.
And honestly, I would like to see that, because these are the two better brothers. We got the JV guys and Logan Paul and Deji. These guys actually, they're better, man. Even though I know that KSI, he's wild and all that, but when he lands, dude, those are freaking some fast punches that come in your way. The only thing is obviously technique isn't all that great, but like I said, when he was landing some clean shots on Logan, I was I was pretty impressed. So I think for me, that would be like the biggest matchup out of all of them, obviously. But I think he needs to maybe get, like you said, a tune-up fight first, because Jake Paul, man, he's been doing this, and it seems like he's been doing it for a while now. He has fight after fight. I think he's more active than actual boxers, the amount of fights he's had. So I mean, each time he's getting a little bit better. So I mean, if KSI is serious about this and wants to take this serious and wants this fight, he's got to start getting grinding, man, because it would be a great fight, I think, personally.
I love the fight. I want to see that fight, Jake versus KSI. Me personally, though, I just want KSI to have a tune-up fight, and this is the reason why. when Jake Paul was coming out with his pro debut, he went against a Nissan Gib. And during that fight, if you watch a Nissan Gib, he's very wild. He's kind of the YouTube version of Marcos Maidana. He throws, he's aggressive. And one thing that Sugar Shane Mosley, when he was training Jake Paul, what he said is, it's hard to prepare against somebody like that because they're so weird orthodox. They don't even know if they're gonna throw combinations or not. They throw wild, and they just like close their eyes and then just hope it lands, and they'll throw 10 punches and just hopes one of them lands. And it's hard to prepare for somebody like that because when you're going against somebody who doesn't have fundamentals, you know, we look at Marcos Maidana. Look how he is. Like, he doesn't have the fundamentals as a regular boxer. That's why he had the advantage against all the pros he fought, because he was so weird and wild, and people didn't know what angles of the punches he was coming, because they're so used to the standard
conventional.
And that's why Jake Paul has that experience. He beat a Nissan Gib in 1 round TKO, and if he goes against someone against KSI, he's got that experience of somebody who's wild and weird orthodox. I just think that KSI, he just needs a tune-up fight. 1, just to build his confidence, and then 2, so he could show Jake, yo, I'm fucking ready, and let's fucking go. And that's what I love about KSI, why I respect him, because he doesn't want to just let's throw down. He's not gonna be, you know, like running away or anything. He's just gonna be, let's stand in the middle and let's just freaking go.
Oh man, that would be sick, man. Hey, so guys, let us know what you guys think down below. Who do you want this guy KSI to fight next, man? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.